Hello everyone and welcome you all to the fourth episode of Identity in 15 powered by WSO2 Identity Server. So since I'm not your regular host, let me first introduce myself to you. My name is Nipuni Paris and I'm a software engineer at WSO2 Identity and Access Management team. So for today's session, I'll be doing a quick demonstration for you on branding WSO2 Identity Server user portal for your businesses. As you all may know, WSO2 Identity Server is fully open source and free CIM solution. So for today's session, I'll be using its product version 5.10. So before I forget, if you come across any concerns or questions during the sessions, please feel free to drop them in the live chat. So I'll be taking them at the end of the session. So back to our session. Before diving right into today's demo, let me first quickly tell you about our new user portal. If you guys have a previous experience with Identity Server, you guys may remember that we offered a Jaggery-based user portal with our legacy versions. But with the product version release of 5.10, we actually introduced a React-based user portal. And its theme was built on top of semantic UI framework. Of course, we override some of the custom styles of semantic UI components to like match with the overall look and feel that we were going for. But underlying the UI components are used from semantic UI framework. Um, and if I were to talk about some of the features of user portal, we have a number of new features introduced to like improve and enhance the user experience and make it more convenient for the users to like manage their account related preferences. And some of these features includes user profile management, account recovery, and consent management. Consent management actually was emerged as a requirement of GDPR compliance. And also you can configure multi-factor authentication options like maybe registering your FIDO2 key for your account so that you can log into the identity server through passwordless authentication and many more. So feel free to visit our website and there you will find number of webinars, blogs and articles to get a better understanding and in-depth knowledge of what features we offer and their implementations. Okay, so back to today's session. So before going into the customization, there are a couple of prerequisites when it comes to like setting up your development environment. So the very first one is to like install Node.js. Since user portal is a React-based application, we'll be using Node Package Manager so that you will have to have Node.js installed in your local machine. Secondly, you will have to have Apache Maven installed. So this will be used to like build our project. And of course, instance of WSO2 Identity Server 5.10 up and running. Also, since you are running this application in the development mode, you will have to enable CORS filters at the identity server's end. This is because by default, identity server doesn't allow requests from cross origins. So what you can do is you can copy and paste the CORS filter in the identity apps repo, which I have shared the link in the description. And add it to this web.xml J2 file in the Tomcat folder. So you basically have to go to this path and copy and paste the CORS filter to this file. And finally, you have to update the callback URLs for in the service provider created for you by default. So since you are, running this in the dev mode, please make sure to like update the callback URL accordingly. And next, we'll have to have the code base for the theme and the user portal in your local machine. For that, you can clone the identity apps repo. I would suggest you to like fetch the v1072 tag, since identity apps version 1.072 was the one we used in identity server 5.10 release. If you have completed all these steps, you are pretty much good to go. So let me quickly open up my identity apps repo. Yes, I've opened up my identity apps repo in the IDE. So the next thing you have to do is to go to this identity apps repo and run maven clean install command, so that the project will be built for you. So since it is taking a couple of minutes, I have built this project in advance. And the next step would be to run go to the user portal repo and run npm start. So let me quickly go to this and run npm start command. It will take a couple of seconds to compile the user portal. Yes. So if you go to the port 9000, you can see your user portal will be up and running perfectly. Okay, now when it comes to theming, the very first thing you would want to do is to like change this main color we have used in our default theme. So for us, WSO2 uses a color palette included with more like orange, black and white. But suppose your organization uses a theme where you uses a shade of blue or maybe gray. The very first thing you would want to do is to like change this main theme color. So in order for you to do that, you can go to this modules repo. There you will find a theme. In the src file, you will find the default theme, and this will include all the theme overrides we included for our default theme. And there, if you go to the globals folder, you will find a file called site variables. So in there, what you can do is introduce any color, depending on your preference, introduce any color under this site colors. So I'll be adding a new color called Olympic Blue. So here I've added the new shade of blue. So the next thing you would want to do is just override this orange color for this primary color and use the color you introduced here. Just like that, you can override the primary color we have used in the default theme. Okay, and of course, since we have used a white background, we are actually going for a more simple and clean sort of theme. So if you like wish to change the background color of the portal, what you can do is maybe if you don't want to use one of these colors, then again you can introduce a new background color for your theme. So what you can do is override the global background color of the theme. So there's a variable called global background color. In there you can add whatever the color you prefer. And also I'll be adding this global foreground color override, and you will see where we use it in a minute. Okay, and also you will have to override the page background color. To do that, you can introduce this overrides. Maybe have a section called page under here, and so you have, as you can see, we have override the page background color with the new color we have added in the brand colors. So let's see how it looks like. So as soon as you do your changes to the theme, you have to go to the theme modules, theme repo, and run the command npm run build. Okay. If you refresh your app, you will see that okay, if you can see, the primary color have now been changed, and also the background is changed to a more darker shade. But you must be wondering, okay, this doesn't look right. But don't worry, we can fix it. So the reason why the background color of these sections are not changed is we only change the page background color here. So for the side panel here, we use the semantic component called menu. So in order to change the background color of this section, you will have to override the background color of the menu component. Also, if we talk about this section, for here we have used the semantic component called card. So in order to change the color of these sections, you will have to override the background color of the card component as well. Okay, so let's do that. So first, let's override the color of the menu component. To do that, you can go to theme, SRC, themes, and in the default theme, you have collections. Under collections, you have the menu variables file. In there, you can add this background color that we defined in our site variable. So we have override the CSS we have defined a new CSS variable called background, and we have added that global foreground color here. And then let's move on to the menu overrides. This is where actually we have added the CSS to override the vertical menu component of the semantic UI framework. So under this side panel class, what you can do is you can override the background color with simple CSS. So we will be using the global background color we define in the site variables here. And also, as I said earlier, now we have to change the color of the card background as well. So to do that, we'll add the same background color under somewhere here. Okay. And now that we have added the required changes, let's build the theme and see. Okay, done. It takes a couple of seconds to reload. All right. As you can see, now the background color, the card component, and also the menu component is changed. Of course, you can introduce more CSS styles, maybe a hovering effect, or change the outline border of this component. It's up to you. Now you know where to do the overrides and where to add the CSS that you require to override the theme, the default theme actually. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna cover for the theming part. So if we move on to the branding, so before that, let's see how we can apply these changes to the actual deployed web app. So in order to do that, you can find the build artifacts of this theme under this lib folder. So what you can do is, so let me, okay. So you will find the artifacts of the theme under the lib file, sorry, lib folder. What you can do is go to the identity server pack, and in the repository deployment server web apps, you will find the deployed user portal. So in here, what you can do is, under libs, you will find a folder called CSS. So now you can replace these compiled artifacts in here. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to mention one more thing. When it comes to theming, you would also, sorry, when it comes to branding, you would also want to like change this WSO2 logo. So you can have your organization's logo instead of this WSO2 logo here. So to do that, you can add your own logo to this theme, and in under the theme we have under default theme we have assets, and under images you can add your own logo here. So as you can see, I have added an SVG called car already. So what you can do is, you have to override the actually, there are a couple of methods to like change this logo, but I'll show you the most recommended way. So what you can do is, go to the definitions global, and in the product list file, you will find the CSS related to the product logo. So you can simply add your product logo there by using this CSS. So for the background, what you can do is you can import the SVG that you have added. So let's build it again. And if you refresh the, as you can see, the logo has been changed. So let me quickly replace our theme again. Okay. So now if we go to our product, sorry, product, the user portal. So currently my identity server is running in 9443. As you can see, we have successfully override the theme with our own changes. Okay, so now coming to the branding part, another thing you would want to do is to like change this product title or the user portal application title. To do that, you can go to the identity, sorry, user portal web app, and there you will find a file called index.jsp. Um, let me open. I hope you guys can see this. In here, what you can do is, you can, in this runtime configuration, you can add a new entry called application name. Um, so here, suppose your product name is Pickup Express. Uh, Adding this will replace the application title for your user portal. And also in the page title also you can change this, the text in between the title tag. So doing so would replace the product title in the user portal. Yes. So that's pretty much it for today's session, guys. So let me check if there are any questions in live chat. Okay, seems like we don't have any questions so far. Okay, anyways, if you guys have any further questions or concerns regarding this session, feel free to join our Slack channel. I have added the link in the description. So we are happy to help you out. And also, like before ending today's session, I would like to say that we will actually improve and enhance this entire theming experience for you guys with our next release, which is product version 5.11. So that you guys can make these customizations to our default theme without having to do much of code level changes. So make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter so that you will hear the latest updates from us. Okay then, thank you all for joining in, and see you guys in the next episode of Identity in 15. Till then, stay safe and take care.